Good morning. Today I am going to talk about some financial advice and personal investments and fails that I personally have made and that I think will help you. So, when I was about 18, that's when I moved to Seattle and started working at a club called Rick's in Seattle, Lake City Way. It was super popular. So many pretty girls worked there. And the hiring process, the lady, Mama-san, I guess you could call her name is Julie. She gives you advice. So when you start, she tells all the girls, save your money. Do not buy expensive bags, expensive cars until you own a home, okay? Invest in real estate. A car is not going to make you money. A purse isn't going to make you money. Fancy clothes aren't going to make you money. The only thing that is going to make you money and that you will have a fulfilling ownership of is owning a home first, before anything. I mean, it's really tempting because the money is there and you think it's always going to be there, but it's not, okay? Our looks have a limited time of however long we can make this money for. So, I mean, unless you plan on being super old and still working in the club, which is, if you can still get that money, that's good for you. But the best advice I was given was by her. So, of course, it's hard. Like, who's gonna save all their money and not splurge when you're making good money? It's hard. It's extremely difficult to do. If you can do it, I give you props. So I got involved with really the wrong kind of people. I didn't know what I was doing. I came from a small town. I went to a big city. I hung out with the wrong people. I ended up losing a lot of money or giving it to, like a boyfriend that I was with, that I trusted. And then friends took advantage of me. So I learned everything the hard way. I made a lot those first years, and I'm pretty much sure it's all gone. But people did tell me always to invest in house. So when I was 22 or 21, I think I finally purchased a townhome. It's 3-bedroom, had a garage. It was really nice. South of Seattle, small little town, Kent, safe area. Well, actually, it wasn't that safe because bad things happened in that place also, but I was paying on that place for probably about 5 or 6 years of mortgage payments. And then I just got really depressed in Seattle. It's the #1 suicide nation in the capital. I don't know if it still is. That's negative. I shouldn't say anything negative about it. Seattle's really nice in the summer. It just has too much rain for me, which is why I wanted something opposite and moved to Hawaii. So after a year of living in Hawaii, I was working a normal job, normal life, going to church, worked at the Hilton Spa for a year, but I really realized Hawaii is freaking expensive and I just can't survive working one job, normal job. You can't do it. You cannot do it. You definitely can't buy a house. No way. So I moved back to Vegas, back to the mainland, and I really surrounded myself with people that I wanted to be like. For example, Francine D. She had multiple properties, like the queen, the boss. So I followed her and I really, really worked hard. So I think it took me maybe a couple years to pay it all off in cash. That's it. I found a really cute, just a 1-bedroom condo, super small, gated community, super cute. That was my first purchase, 60 grand, boom, done. So I'm like, okay, got that done. I'm like, okay, what else can I invest in? What's gonna make me money? If I get another property, that will be another source of income. It was really tempting because every night, especially in Vegas, all people do is flash, flash, flash. You go to work, you see all the Bentleys, the Benz, the Porsche, everything, you know, Rolls Royce, they got everything there. So it's really hard if you're gonna be like trying not to live that life, but everybody else is, and you pull up in like a Honda, you just feel you know. But or you can do both. If you're making that much, you can, you know, you can do both. But first, own your own home. So I'm not sure what it's worth now. I'm sure it's gone up in value. Shortly after, I got another one, a 3-bedroom, boom, paid that off. Actually while I was living in Hawaii. So I've invested, I kept invested. So next goal, buy a place in Hawaii. These are just my personal goals. Hawaii is super hard because there's so many things. The taxes are ridiculous. It's just took me a really long time because of course you have to file, you have to make a certain amount. And in 2019 is when I got approved for my home in Hawaii, and then I had my son. So now I need to upgrade, but I am so thankful I made those great choices. So I mean, if you're in the industry and you want to buy a flashy car, you want to buy the nice bags, it makes you happy, whatever, but I just personally think, from my personal own experience, because I've had nice cars, I've had like the Mercedes. When I was in Seattle, I think I had a purple Mercedes. It was super cute, but they all depreciate, they all have high maintenance. It's just, I mean, maybe leasing is the way to go, but when you own, you own, it's gonna go up in value. You can rent it out, it's always gonna be there. You know, your money is staying with you. You're not paying it off to rent, you're not giving it to somebody else. You still have all the money that you make. It just makes sense, you know? So that's the best advice I could give to anybody, is to do that first. And then, you know, do whatever you want. So the biggest thing that also helped me was when I went to business school in Vegas. They taught me about having an IRA. Mine is with Vanguard. So you can choose who you want it to be with, but I maxed it out every year for my retirement fund, and it has paid back a lot. So that's really great. Or if you're into crypto, I think it was about 5 years ago, I put some money in Bitcoin. I know there's other coins, and I truly believe everything is online now. I mean, it just makes sense that these coins are eventually going to be worth more. So that's why we're seeing like instant millionaires and possibly trillionaires because of these crazy coins out there. I don't put a lot of money in. I just like think that you should put in what you're okay with losing. That way you won't feel sick if something happens, you know, because the market is kind of, I don't know, iffy. But yeah, I have a little bit of Bitcoin. Those are just my personal little tips of advice. I hope this helps anybody. I mean, this is what I would tell my son or anybody, and build your credits. I was so lucky and fortunate to have a mother in high school that told me, okay, you're old enough to have a credit card. All you need to do is like get one thing a month that you need. Maybe that's gas. Pay it off right away. Boom, your credit will build itself. Don't get carried away. Only the necessities, only what you need. That's what you put on your credit card, and you pay it off right away. Yes, my credit score is over 800. Thanks, Mom. But, you know, it takes a little while to get there. I believe in you all. I genuinely wish the best for everybody. And I've been through like losses on losses to be able to realize, you know, what it takes to actually have to put your head down and really go after what's best for you. So I hope that helps, and I hope you all are manifesting your dreams and it's working out for you. Think positive and just think about what you want every day until it happens.